Hello all, welcome to Excel training series. Today we're going to look at basic of borders in Excel. What you see over here is we have a few list of names with serial numbers, and in this border series we're going to look at predefined cell border, how to remove a cell border, create a custom border, and also how to draw cell borders. And we will concentrate on this data over here on the left side, which shows serial number and various names. Predefined borders are always available on the toolbar. Where you go into home, in the font section you have the borders indicated or referenced in a square as a grid. What you do is select the cells that you need to be with borders. Click on the icon over here. You can either click on this, which shows all borders and you have all borders, or you can click on this small arrow on the right side of the icon, click no borders, and you get various options over here. These are predefined borders. You have bottom border, top, left, right, all borders, all outside borders, thick outside borders. So if you go ahead and click on that, you see how it gives you a thick border. If you want, you can go ahead and click on all borders and it fills all the borders of the selected cells. Now these are predefined cell borders which are easily viewable, and as the name says, it's already set for its use. Now looking at the next one, removing a border, cell border, we already did that. All you have to select the cells that you want to remove the borders, and you can go ahead and click on no border. The other way you can do the same is by using an erase border. For that, go ahead and click on the drop down. If you browse a little bit below the subsection of draw borders, you'll see erase border. Click on that, you'll have an eraser. You just have to click on each of the borders and you can remove them individually. This is particularly easy because when you go ahead and deselect, or let me show you an example. Say you have all borders and you have to remove a border between Disha and Maple. All you can do is click on Disha or Maple and then click on no borders, which removes all the 4 borders, and then you'll have to go ahead and click on it and select insert left border, insert top border, and then insert the right border. So in order to avoid all those hassles, you can go ahead and click on erase border button over here and select the specific border which you need to remove, and this makes it much easier than go ahead and removing all the borders. Right, now that we looked into how to remove various border lines, we will go ahead and see how we can do a custom border. For this simple exercise, you will have to go into the option of styles, which is again in the home section, and click on cell styles and click on new style and name it style 1, style 2, whatever you need to, and click on the format. Once you get the format box open, you will get various options over here as to whether the cell content needs to be different categories. So basically you can set the style for the cell, which not only defines the border but also the font, the fill, all the options. So I can do a fill of gray and I need a border of, say it's a sum column, and I need to say fill, and font I need white. That might be a total. Anyway, I have defined various parts to this border. Let me add in this. Alright, and I click OK. This is style 2. We have saved it. Now what you have to do is just select the cell that you want that style to be formatted. Click on cell style drop down and you will see your predefined cell style over here. So you can just click on that and you can, so it's already predefined, you don't have to go ahead and format these cells every now and then. Alright, now let's remove all this. Okay, so we looked at how to create a custom border. Now we will look at how to draw a cell border. In order to draw a cell border, you can go back to the font section in home and click on the drop down. If you browse a bit down, you will see a draw border section. In here you can also, okay, so what happens is anything you change over here, this will become your default. So I'm saying line color of the border, I need to be red. The line style, I need double line, and yeah, that's pretty much. I'll select on draw border. There you go, look at that. So it highlights, or it gives you the double line red color highlights. You have drawn borders. So how it's different from the others is here you can individually select each border to format it the way you want it. Now one thing you might also notice is suppose I do a no border and I go ahead and put all borders, it automatically pulls the style from your draw border style. In order to reset it, you will have to go into line color, automatic, and same time even the line style to single line, and you can go ahead and change that, and here you go. So you're back to the reset. One of the things that you might notice is in the draw borders you also have draw border and draw border grid. Now what that means is if you go ahead and select draw border, it selects borders around the selection of the cells, right? And if you go ahead and select on draw border grid, it goes ahead and fills those inner lines of the selection. So that's the difference between draw border and draw border grid. You might also see an option over here, which if you go down, more borders, so you can format the borders by going into more borders over here, and you can select the lines which you want, inner lines, outer lines, play around with this and you can see how it affects your selection. Alright, so that's it for borders today. We will take a basic lesson next tomorrow. For now, over and out. Please like and subscribe for more Excel videos.